What's going on, guys? My name is Lane. Today we're starting our long-term rebuild of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A few weeks ago in my community tab, I put up a poll. Which of these 4 teams should we do a long-term rebuild series with? The options were the Buccaneers, the Lions, Patriots, and Broncos. 211 people voted. 44% went to the Buccaneers. I could not believe that. 16 to the Lions, 20 to the Patriots, 21 to the Broncos. I'll put that on the screen right here. But this video will be on the shorter side. It's going to go over the team, the settings, the XP sliders, my idea for what the format's going to be. I do want your input on that though. But we're going to start off by going to the settings and the sliders. So for the league settings, we changed the skill level from Pro to Alt Madden, player progression to end of the season, quarter length to 15 minutes, and weekly training to auto. Everything else is untouched. We do have injuries on, which I do want to do for this series. I know in my realistic rebuild I have them off, but I think that'll make this a little bit more realistic, even though Madden 19 injuries are pretty bad, so we'll just have to deal with it. So the XP sliders I use in my realistic rebuilds, I will be using in this. So quarterbacks 170, running backs, tight ends, receivers 180, fullbacks 240, tackles, guards, centers, ends, tackles 190. Linebackers 180s, corners, safeties 180s, kickers, and punters 240. So there's 2 important things I want to go over for this series. Number 1 is I'm not going to make it super realistic where I make moves that I think the GMs in real life would make. I'm going to act if I was the GM of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, what would I do? So for example, this is just an example, tossing it out there, no reason at all. Say Jameis Winston's not performing in 2 years. We're not just going to extend him because he's young, they drafted him early, anything like that. I like to call it the Joe Flacco effect. He played terribly, basically his whole career, played great in one postseason run, won a Super Bowl. They extended him, gave him a huge contract, and then he just fell off again. Played terrible for 4 and 5 years in Baltimore, I think it was. Held that team down. They were so much better than what Joe Flacco did with that team. So that's just an example. Number 2, I think I'm going to split this video series up into 2 videos. One's going to be me simming this, going over the team at the beginning of the season, if there is any moves, anything like that, the overalls. Simming the season, see if we make the playoffs, do the whole playoffs, upgrading our team, everything like that, looking at the stats, standings. And then we're also going to do find out who won the Super Bowl. Then we're going to do the off-season moves, including signing our own free agents and signing other free agents. But then I think I want to do a second video where it's just draft related. So we set up our draft board, we go into the draft, do all the draft picks, everything involved with that. Definitely let me know down in the comments below what you think of that, but let's go look at this team. Now, we do have the updated rosters on, so Sue's on the team, everybody they drafted, Devin White, Bunting, but we have a 77 overall team, 83 offense, 77 defense. I'm not going to go super deep into each player, but our starting quarterback is Jameis Winston, 80 overall, star development, 24 years old. I don't think he's going to be on this team long term, but maybe he proves us wrong. Our starting running back is Barber, 78 overall. He only has normal development. I don't like that. 24 years old. Normal development in Madden 19, that's a curse. The only way to put it. His backup is Ellington, 76 overall. Normal development, he's 30 years old. Our starting number 1 receiver, Mike Evans. Do I really have to say anything else? 90 overall, star development, 25 years old. Number 2 is Chris Godwin, 82 overall, quick development, 22 years old. So we have great receivers. We just have to see how Winston does with them. We also have Perriman on the team, not a fan. 74 overall, normal development, 24 years old. Our starting tight end is O.J. Howard, 85 overall, star development, 23 years old. I think he's a great player. Also Cameron Brate, 80 overall, quick development, 27 years old. Pretty good backup if you ask me. Our starting right tackle is Dotson, 86 overall, quick development. He is 32 years old. I don't like that. I almost want to trade him right now. What does he have for a contract? 2 years left? Yeah. I'm going to put him on the trade block right now. We will also do the trade. Do we do it this video? I think we will, just because I said it. Let's put him on the trade block. There we go. Our starting right guard is Watford, 69 overall, normal development, 28 years old. Not interested. We need another right guard. Our starting center is Jensen, 81 overall, quick development, 27 years old. Great player. Our starting left guard is Marpet, 88 overall, quick development, 25 years old. Awesome. So we're set at left guard and center. And our starting left tackle, Donovan Smith, 72 overall, normal development, 25 years old. So we desperately need offensive line help, obviously. We're going to be able to trade away Dotson. That'll be fine. Warford's not good. Smith's not going to really do it. But other than that, I mean, depends how Jameis Winston does, granted. And we're in a tough division as is, so that's why I kind of want to trade some pieces away, build for the future. I almost want to put Braid on the trade block, to be honest. I think we will do that. See if we can get anything for him, even though he's an 80 overall. But let's go check out the defense. I also forgot to mention, we do have Jason Pierre-Paul on the team. I know he's out for the season in real life, but there's no way to do that in this game. So we'll keep him on the team. I mean, we're not going to make the playoffs, the Super Bowl, where he's going to matter this year. So it's fine. But our starting number 1 corner is Hargreaves. He's a 77 overall, normal development, 23 years old. I hate that he has normal development. I can't emphasize that enough. It's so useless in Madden 19. Our number 2 guy is Sean Bunting, 74 overall, normal development, 22 years old. Same thing. Our number 3 guy is Davis, 73 overall. He has quick development, 21 years old. So this is the funny thing. If we don't sign or draft anybody, eventually he'd be our number 1 guy, and Hargreaves isn't going to go anywhere. Hargreaves, other than this year, is going to be a number 2 guy, probably for the rest of the series. Our starting right end is Pierre-Paul, 83 overall, quick development, 29 years old. We won't trade him this year, but definitely will trade him before the start next year. I'm just not a huge fan. He also has all his fingers. I don't like that. Where's the realism in this game? Our starting defensive tackle is Sue, 90 overall, star development, 31 years old. I know he's a little bit cheaper than McCoy, but it seems like a lateral move at best. Our starting defensive tackle 2 is Vita Vea, 81 overall, quick development, 23 years old. I'm excited to see how he progresses along. Our starting left end is Naseeb, 79 overall, quick development, 25 years old. I'd love to see this. He's almost an 80 overall. He has good development. He's 25 years old. So we will be here long term unless he big times us, but I doubt it. Our starting strong safety is Bryce, 70 overall, normal development, 24 years old. I mean, not that great. 70 overall, what can we really do with that? Our starting left outside linebacker is Levante David, 95 overall, star development, 28 years old. He'll be here for a long time. Our starting middle linebacker is Devin White, 81 overall, quick development, 20 years old. I think he should be a little bit higher than quick development. I think if you're like top 10 in the draft, you should at least be a star. Or maybe top 5 in the draft. Something. If you're top 5, you should be star development. I know whoever made this draft, or not draft class, this roster, they didn't do that, so it's not a huge deal, but that's just my opinion. Our starting right outside linebacker is Shaquille Barrett, 25 years old, quick development, 80 overall. So our middle linebacker, our right outside linebacker is set, and our starting free safety is Justin Evans, 77 overall, normal development, 23 years old. Can they just have quick development? Is that so much to ask? It really shouldn't be. So on defense, we need another strong safety. We need better corners for sure. Sue's going to retire eventually. Pierre-Paul we're going to trade away probably before the start of next year. So some ends, some defensive tackles, even though we do have Vita Vea. Definitely some corners and a free safety. But let's advance the week. See if we can trade away Dotson or Cameron Brate. Hey, trade offers for both. Good. How many like me doing this is going to turn you guys away right away? A 2 and a 5 from the Steelers. 2 and a 7, 3 and a 7, 3 and a 4. I want that second round pick. Trade to the Steelers. That's fine. Why do they need a right tackle? Isn't their offensive line pretty stacked as is? Now, what can we get for Cameron Brate? 3, 3, 6, 4, 7, 6, 3, 6. Payne, no thank you. 277. Let's get some second round draft picks, shall we? Now, let's take one more look at the team. 73 overall team, yikes. 75 overall, 77 defense. We have an F rating for right tackle. Oh my. But that is going to be it for this video. I'm sorry it's on the shorter side. I just wanted to set up this video series before we hop right in. Let me know down in the comments below, like I said. How do you want the format to be? Would you rather it be like my draft-only rebuild? We keep it all in one, even though that would be a little bit on the longer side. Or maybe you don't like the drafting part. You'd rather it be a separate video. We can go a little bit more deeper into that like I do in my draft-only rebuild, just we do at the end of that video. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Go to my Patreon, patreon.com/headstronggaming. For $1, you can get all my videos early. For $5, you get an exclusive video a week. This week will be the realistic rebuild of the Steelers on my Patreon. Only way to get it, $5 a month. Hopefully you guys go to that, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.